Okay, there you go. All right. Hey, cool. It's not messing itself up, but it does look more green when I wave my hand. So I'm not gonna try to wave my hand too much. Man, yeah, I've been because my friends started watching a bunch of Halloween movies, which includes a lot of scary movies that I didn't watch because scary movies are scary. I decided that I was gonna watch rom-coms instead, uh, and other cute shit. So I watched all of Romantic Killer, and I am like 8 or 9 episodes into the second season of Love Live Superstar, which fucking rules. That Superstar is my shit. And what else? I finished Shadow House season 2, which I really liked, and I hope that gets a season 3. That's like a really underrated show. And I'm almost done with Summertime Rendering, which is a really interesting show. And what else? I think I'm like 1 episode from finishing Teppen, but I'm not really like that struggling to push to getting through that. I kind of just picked it up because I thought I wanted to challenge myself and see how much of the manzai comedy I would get as a non-native Japanese speaker, and I think it's quite a bit. It was still pretty funny at the times that I got it, though. No, no worries, Sign. I mean, hey, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. That's totally fine. In fact, it makes me, I like when I can get other people to disagree with my interests or tastes. It makes me think, hey, I just don't, I don't just like something because I saw it once and then, or somebody else liked it. You know? Also, yeah, burnout's a thing. I go through heavy waves of watching a shit ton and then just a little bit and then not at all. Like, the reason why I'm watching a shit ton of anime now is because I basically spent a week and a half pretty much only watching Dota for the big tournament. And since Dota's over, I'm like way behind on stuff. I got really, really amped to watch a show again, and then I watched Romantic Killer, and I'm like, oh, I love this show, so I I binged it. No one has ever gotten up that early. Ever before. I think it's something I'm gonna have to try in a few weeks. Oh man, the sign. Oh, I didn't even say anything about the really, really ugly fake Atome game that they made. Is really fucking funny. Even the bit that they do to play off some of the stuff that they do in the game is also really, really funny. Hey, no worries. Yeah, burnouts. Sometimes you burn out on watching too much. My sense of romance is dead. Well, I wouldn't say that. Sometimes you just gotta find different versions of it. The really, really bad CGI is really good. Like I said, like part of the reason that I like it is because characters like Anzu are like they're really cute and I love them. But part of it is also that the animation was stellar. It was so good and very creative. I could probably only think of 1 or 2 other shows that I'm gonna watch this season where I'm gonna think, oh yeah, the animation's up to part of that one. I'm gonna watch another show that came out this season on Netflix, but it's not an anime. It's like a 3D not 3D. It's a what do you call it? It's not 3D. It's like, I guess it's kind of 3D animated. It's called Intergalactic. It's a song. It's based off of a song by Kid Cudi. It's a romance show as well. So I'm interested to see what that's all about. So I'm gonna watch 1 or 2 episodes, but probably not until after I catch up on everything else. I have so much other crap to watch. We'll say, if anything, Netflix's recently very strong recently strong record with anime has made me want to try other things on the site, even if it's not necessarily anime. Because currently speaking, like the anime that they pick up and get animated and is really well animated, and it has some of the best voice actors almost every single time. I will say, surprisingly, the only thing I could say that is not Netflix-esque for Romantic Killer as opposed to some of the other shows is that the music wasn't stellar, but it never needed to be, and I didn't think about it until afterwards. Yeah, the 3D in general, 3D in general has gotten way better in the last 2-3 years. Like, it went from unwatchable 2-3 years ago to, hey, this is pretty good. I can watch this. This is not offensive. And now, like, you consistently get stuff that is like, oh, this is really good, and I do not care that this is technically 3D. I think there's almost always a situation. I think there's almost always going to be a situation where I prefer like traditional animated 2D, but some of the 3D has been really good lately, and so I don't mind. Spriggan comes to mind. They did a really good blend of 2D and 3D in Spriggan, and I never minded it. Even when I could see it switch from one to another, I was like, I thought it was completely fine.
Shion? まだ帰ってきてねえの。
そうなの？
今日は夜中まで戻らないって連絡があったよ。夕食も外で取るらしくて。
Oh, Advent Children? Yeah.
そうなの。
I mean, if as I've heard, Advent Children had a crap ton of money put into it, like a metric fuck ton, because somebody in Square Enix convinced the higher ups of Square Enix that this was the next step into making Square Enix like double popular, basically. And so they got them to dump just a metric fuck ton of money into Advent Children, which is why it's so well animated. Apparently this is the story.
ひばりさん？
なんでもない。
I have not watched Advent Children since I was 6. I should probably do that again. I probably don't remember much. 6 or 7? Fuck, when did Advent Children come out? $2005? Okay, never mind. It was way closer to... So I watched it when I was 12. Double that. Fuck me, dude. What is the passage of time? To complete... I have not seen that. Yeah, I was almost in high school.
Arigato.
失礼いたします。
That like whole time in my life gets really blurry. Pretty much everything from like being like 5 years old to 12 is like pretty much the exact same thing to me. All of elementary school. At least for video game stuff, that's pretty much all of the same time to me, because I didn't have any of my own money yet. So I wasn't able to buy any of my own games. So I didn't have like any way to play games that I wanted. Pretty much everything that I played at that point was due to other people getting me games. Like my cousins got me a Super Nintendo, and my cousins got me Tetris Attack, and the Super Mario All-Stars compilation, which is still to this day, by the way, the best video game compilation of all time. Like a video game compilation on a single, like into a single game or cart or CD or something like that. And that didn't change until I bought my own GameCube. When I started working as a referee. And then when I bought my own GameCube, then I was able to buy my own games. Did you ever get into Mario Party 1 and 2? So I kind of got into Mario Party because my friend on the block had a 64. So we would play Mario Party together. Because he would have it in his garage, and we would just, you know, go sit in his garage and you know, and play for a little bit. But I don't, but not in a big way. Not in a big way, though. I have very fond memories of Mario Party 2, though. Very fond memories of that game. Yeah, we never got to rent any of that. The most I rented Pokemon Yellow twice. And the second time my dad got really pissed at me. Because he thought it was a waste of money. And he was probably right. But he still got really fucking mad at me the second time I did it. And then he basically said he's never going to buy me a game again. Until he himself bought himself a PS2 so he could play Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. And he fucking convinced himself to buy it because he said we needed a DVD player. The original PS2, the big blocky one that could play DVD players, it was really bad at playing DVDs. But it could do it. I certainly played way more Gran Turismo than my dad did. But he's the one who bought it technically. So then I was able to get I was then later able to buy Guilty Gear. Because I had a PS1 but not for very long. So I was able to play the original Guilty Gears. And then I got the when the PS2 came out, my mom gave away my PS1 to her family in Iraq. Who the fuck knows what happened to it? And then yeah, then my dad got a PS2 and I was able to get games. And the first 2 games I got was Gran Turismo, which my dad wanted me to get. Oh, he wanted to get himself so he could play with cars. And DDR. I bought DDR myself. First gen PS2 fucking rules. You're absolutely right. Because I was getting really into DDR at the time. And so I got myself one of those shitty pads you get at home. I think I got a DDR2 Konami mix or something like that. And I played the fucking absolute fuck out of that. Oh, they were so bad. You know what was worse too, Lion, is that I wasn't the only person who I knew who was getting into DDR at the time. And their parents bought them the fucking cab in which you put the pad in. Like the big fucking cab, right? A singular version of that. Like the big weighty one you get at the arcades. And they just had it at their fucking home. Yeah, I know. I was so mad. I went to their house so often. Because I just sit at home with this shitty fucking plastic pad at home and do my best. And she got the real thing. That person became quite popular. Yeah, we fucking had parties at their house all the time.
あれひばりちゃんただいま今日は遅くなっちゃってごめんね
And that's when I started playing video games, I think. Oh, no, they don't. No, they were so bad. I didn't get good until I started being able to bike myself over to the arcade.
いつもみたいにしとく
いや、それはいい。
えい今日は撫でるだけになっちゃったごめんね
And that was the end of it. That was the beginning of the downfall for me playing games. Because then I started playing stuff, going to the arcades, and then I started going to LANs, and then when I got a little bit older, I started skipping school for going LANs. And yeah, that was it. That's when I became stupid. I was a smart kid, and then I just started fucking video games ruined my life.
おやすみなさい。
Man, I love the shit out of DDR when I was a kid, though. I still love DDR. It's a lot of fun. It is very funny how quick your body returns its muscle memory. Because when I go through my favorite old set, it takes me maybe only one game before I start remembering all of the footsteps again.
ああ朝食は出先で食べるとか言っていたな。
シオンさん、最近すごく忙しそうですよね。家にもほとんどいないし。
どこで何やってんだかな。聞いても秘密とか言ってごまかされるしよ。
I don't even remember why I started talking about video games. Oh, did you ever get into Mario Party? Yeah, my trajectory with video games is very weird because I went from my dad who never wanted to buy me games to me buying my own games, but I was a kid with barely any money, so I only bought games that I was super duper into. So that ended up being like Zelda games and Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that. And then so then the 360 came around, the Xbox and Xbox 360 came around, and I really wanted to play shooters after playing Halo with my cousin's friends, and I thought that was like the greatest experience of my life. Halo 1, Lion, Halo 1, let me tell you about this while we get through this bit. Halo 1, right? My cousin says, hey, I'm in Vegas. My cousin says, hey, one of my friends fell out and we're going to this land. Do you want to come with? And I was like, sure, fine. And it was like, oh, it's for a console shooters. Like, I don't play console shooters. At that time I only played CS when I went to the LAN center. And they're like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. They're not hard. Fine, whatever. Go play it. They hand me a controller. Oh, this is, by the way, like a in-house LAN with 4 Xboxes all attached together, and we are playing an 8v8 in the same house. Like 8 people upstairs versus 8 people downstairs sort of thing. It was so much fucking fun. They handed me a controller. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It's my first time I ever touched an Xbox controller. This was back when it was the Duke, by the way. The big, dumb, fucking insane controller that was like this big. I still love it because of the memories, nostalgia. And yeah, those controllers that you can wave around like a fucking like a mace. What are those called? Spiky ball and chain. Hold on. A flail? There you go. A flail. You could use a Duke as a fucking like if someone showed up to a fight and some dude had like a pocket knife. No, so a mace doesn't have it like, you know, attached by a chain, right? A flail is something you swing. Yeah, so like a mace is like just a blunt object that usually has some poking bits out so it hurts more, but doesn't have like a chain or anything attached to it. It's just a weapon like this. A flail is something that has a weapon attached to a chain so that when you swing it, the force the force created from the chain and the chain and the swing at the same time creates a bigger force. Now we're talking about weapons? Yes, we're talking about weapons. Talking about the differences between maces and flails and mauls. Yeah, talking about how the original Xbox controller could have doubled as a flail. The thing was huge and it was so durable. Holy fuck, it was so strong. Anyway, yeah, Lion, so we get into playing the 8v8. They by the way, they did not tell me that my stick was inverted. They were just like, yeah, this is how console video games are. I'm like, this is weird. Why is down is up and up is down? I know some people play inverted, but to me, I went from keyboard and mouse. So up is up and down is down to me. Did not play flight sims. This is not for me. Cool. Oh yeah, totally. Just absolutely blasted. I was completely useless. But by far one of the most influential and one of the most funnest moments of my life. It was so much fun. So then later I get home, I save my money for a month and a half, and I get myself an Xbox 360 with Halo 1.
でもどうして急に？思い悩むこともロマンスの糧。そう思い様子を見ておりましたが、さすがにもう見過ごせませんわ。ひばり様の心の平穏を取り戻すべく、今日は心ゆくまで相談に乗りますわよ。紬。
And at that point, I pretty much bought my own games afterwards, and they were almost entirely always multiplayer games because when you're a kid and you don't have a lot of money and you want to buy games, you usually go for the game that has the most replayability, and that was almost always multiplayer games.
今日は私も付き合う。ちょっと気になるし。ありがとう。二人とも。
Oh man, Barry, you should have seen the old math textbooks. Were like that thick. I'm not even kidding. They had so much They didn't need to be, by the way. They didn't need to be. I know that now, as an adult, as somebody who went through and got a math minor. They did not need to be that big, but they certainly were. And you could definitely strap it to your chest and stop a bullet if need be. Yeah, it was fucking awful. I hated it. Even as someone who's liked math, I was like, I don't want to carry this thing. Please. Every time I had math class. And we had alternate days in high school. I don't know what the better word for that is. I think there's a more an actual term for that. Or you have instead of having all of your classes in one day, you alternate days and have like 2 hours one day and 2 hours another day. So I had to just... So everyone carried everything with them. Yeah, block schedule. Thank you. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, I could not. That would be detrimental to my health. Yeah, hell.
でも言ったことは取り消せないし、だからせめて謝ろうと思ったんだけど、肝心のシオンさんと。
Just really funny because I went to a middle school that did the way smarter thing of having just a set of books at the school. And having a set of and so you could keep your books at home. That was wonderful. So there was a set of books for the classroom, and you never had to take your book from class to home. You could just leave your books at home, and then you just gave it back at the end of the year. That was wonderful. I missed the hell out of doing that. It's not the thing is that Helba is that it isn't actually that much more budget. It is one set of books more per class. If you're already getting books for like 120 kids, right? And you have 6 classes of 20, then you're only getting 20 more books. You're not getting an extra 120 or something like that. When I hear kids these days use mostly PDFs, I believe that. What really probably sucks about that is they probably still pay the same amount for the books, despite it being not bound or using real paper or anything like that. They probably still pay like a fucking $100 for those books. We barely had enough for the students. Oh, jeez. Yeah. That is the big unfortunate truth, is that the cost to teach kids is abnormally high for no reason other than that they want it to be.
もっと確かなものが欲しくて欲張りすぎた。完全に自業自得。
Woo! Don't you love it, Barry? Capitalism. Isn't it great? Man, let me tell you, speaking of capitalism,
ひばり様
you know what's
落ち込むのまだ
really
早いですよ。
interesting is watching the slow inevitable death of Twitter because of one dumb idiot.
でも
that has been just a wow.
本人から嫌いだって言わ
I
れた
I have a friend who works for Twitter and I feel really bad for her that she has to deal with this shit and constantly worry about her job now because she likes her job at Twitter and she's really good at it.
私的には
Um
勝手に思い込む方が
what?
危ないと思うけど。
Fuck, dude. This is like outside of that.
そうですわよ。まだ
Um
チャンスはありますわ。
I have never like it is so funny to watch someone you understand how powerful money is,
次に
right?
眉住さんに会えた時に今
Like
のあなたの
you
気持ちを
like
正直に
y'all
伝えて
possibly don't understand how
なん
power
とか
money is so powerful. You can make it so that you can never mess up.
そう
Like if you had even a tenth of the money that he has, you 1% of the money that he has, you could set your life up in such a
あんたが
way,
したことは
not
確かに
not very
間違
like
ったと
not
思うけど
being super smart. You
それ
could
だけ
set
で
up your
悪い
life
よう
in
な
such a
存在
way that you will never ever mess up again in your entire life. You can have your money make money.
その
And
程
you
度じゃ
can
ないからこ
also
そ
make it so that
あんたもそんなに
anytime you
悩
make
ん
a
でるんですよ。
decision, somebody else looks over it and decides whether it's going to be like a good or bad decision. You can pay people to do that with the money that you are making from your own money. That is possible in this world. And this person decides that he has not only 100 more times money than I'm suggesting, but he can also fuck it up harder and faster. That is impressive. And it is only through the sheer hellhole of a country that this person is allowed to still succeed. Yeah, sign, it's my job technically, so I have to I have to think about these things.
ありがとう。
Yeah,
私
very
シオ
same
ンさん
thing.
とどうにかして話してみる。
Social media is my job, so I have to
その
work
意
with
気で
it.
すわ。
And sadly speaking, Twitter is still in a lot of ways the best way to do some certain things.
というわけで、今は甘いものでも食べて、たっぷりと英気を養いましょう。あ、店員さん、注文よろしいでしょうか。
Yes, you do, Hibari. Yes, you do have really good friends.
さすがに頼みすぎよ。こんなに食べられない。
Facebook's a different whole disaster.
3人で頑張りましょう。私ダイエット中なんだけど。
Yeah, Twitter's still like funny and useful. It's just
気持ち悪い。
yeah, Lion. I do not envy that one bit. I don't know if I didn't have you guys to talk about. I don't know what I'd do. Sign. To suggest to mention a little bit of like behind the scenes things. They definitely at some point wanted to make an Axis Discord for basically just for people to enjoy Axis games and stuff like that. And I was like, no, they already do that. It's called Reddit, and I really don't want to manage a Discord on top of that. They the Tome Reddit already does that well enough. We don't need to. You don't need to insert yourself into every single, like, you don't go into every single, like, fan location, like, just in general, right? As a company, and for any company, just don't, as a company, just inject yourself into every possible fan situation, right? Some places need to stay completely fan related. You know what I mean? Don't sign. I'm not saying Reddit's perfect. But at the same time, like, a Discord wouldn't be any better. Like, let me tell you guys, like, the Discord would only be good if only us were in it. And, like, a few other people. Hey, Kario, thank you for stopping by. Then the Discord would be good. And at that point, we're doing this. We're just doing this. We're just talking about its homemates on Twitter or on Twitch. Which is the same exact thing. Yeah, okay. See, if Idea Factory already has one, then that sounds great. I don't like... Yes, Barry. I do not like the idea of needing to moderate a Discord with more than 50 people. More than 10 people. Fuck, dude. Sounds horrible. Not to say you, like, I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys dearly. But I love you guys because you guys are fun people to talk to. And I am not, and Atome fans are great. Don't get me wrong. A lot of Atome fans are really cool. But also, it's like anything that people like, there are people who you also don't want to talk to. And Discords keep that from happening. Would you ever reconsider a Discord? Maybe. I don't know. I really don't like the idea of having a Discord with my name on it. That sounds horrendous. Sorry. Like, I know, I get it. Like, having a place where we all get to talk whenever I want sounds interesting and intriguing. Don't get me wrong. It, like, flares up my anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. My Discord experience is only good because I pretty much only use it to talk with a very close group of friends and work and some fighting game stuff, but that's almost it. What is this guy? Is he real? What the fuck? Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing, Elba. What? Yeah, I'm surprised that he's letting something that has pooped touch him.
僕だけの恋人。
今の CM
Oh, it was a commercial.
すっごい綺麗な男の人だったね。初めて見たかも。あんなモデルいたかな。ひばりさん今のってもしもしな何あれ
Oh wait. Hey, they increased the they made the font bigger. It looks blurry.
ただいまシオンさんは
ひばりさん、ひばりさん、ひばりさん、見てください、これ。
Y'all, Shimoda does such a good job with this character. Side, please. Please don't put that into the Aether. The reason why the TikTok gets any content on it at all is because YouTube is hard pushing shorts. So to help the YouTube out get more subscribers, I've been making little short bits of the videos. And that also ends up on TikTok because the model is too similar, and there's no reason for me not to put it there. That's the only reason. Making original stuff for the TikTok, oh my god, that sounds frightening. Like, I don't know what the kids will do. Like, the kids will make fun of me because the lack of my style and dance moves.
Oh.
What are the youth even into these? I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. Okay, you know what's the worst part too? Is I watch my sisters enjoy TikTok. Like they sit there with their phone in front of them. They're like, haha, look funny TikTok, right? They will flip through maybe 100 fucking TikToks. And I will just sit there and just watch a bunch with them too. And I will just go like, not one of these were funny or interesting or informative or cool or creative. How are you on here? Not one of these. Like, the content that I make for TikTok is funnier than that shit. And my content for TikTok or the YouTube shorts suck because it's essentially just like a 1-minute version of the videos. But that shit is way fucking better. It's also a beautiful spread of information and neo-puritanism. Oh my god. Sign, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Make suggestions. I don't like, as I do not mind you making suggestions, I do not also mind telling you why I do or do not do things.
Tadaima.
シオンさん
おい、なんだよこれ。
Don't worry about it. Go for it. Like I said, I don't mind telling people why or why not I do
ちょっと
things.
モデル復帰してみた。はい、プレゼント。コフレはクリスマスにあげるけど、とりあえず今回はこれだけ。試作品だからみんなには内緒だよ。
Ugh. But yeah. The Hey, you know what? Every now and then, though, on Twitter and not on TikTok, you get some pretty funny things. So sometimes if it got curated better, like misinformation. Yeah, I mean like misinformation.
でもどうして？
君がそれを聞くの？
Now, fuck.
私のせい。
I wanted to say that because she felt bad.
あんなことを言ったから。
その言い方だとまるで悪いことを
Okay.
気持ちにな
Well.
っちゃうな。
I mean the natural curation of people posting from one social media platform to another by only picking out the parts that they think are so funny that they want to put it onto another platform, basically.
君のせい。
Sometimes you get some really fucking funny stuff.
君が望んだからやってみる気になったんだよ。
You know, I haven't seen a BuzzFeed article in a really long time.
シオンさん。
Now I think about it. Just a really good thing, actually. Does like BuzzFeed just hide behind like other names now or something? I have like no clue.
どうだろう。
It's fine with me. CBR.
ただもともと名前は事務所に登録して
That sounds familiar.
肩書きとしては前から
I've pretty much blocked every one of those like yeah, the rage click
社長か
websites
らは何度も仕事するように
because yeah, no
すごい
thanks.
すごい全然知りませんでした。
まあ言ってなかったしね。
There's no way to make them make less money is the problem.
でもやる気になったって言ったら
The only thing, Helba, I will say
仕事を決められちゃった
information, yes. Comedy,
気
no.
が変わるとでも思ったのかな。
Comedies, kids are pretty fucking funny.
おかげでものすごく忙しくなりそう。また
Every now and then you see a video of like the most hilarious thing in your world, and it's because some 12-year-old just thought it would be really funny.
でも頑張るから見ててね。
面白いね。期待してるぜ。
Look at the bros being. They're supporting the bros. Bros supporting bros.
俺もすっごい応援してます。
ありがとうみんな。
Oh, BuzzFeed's like actually dead, huh? Yeah, I totally missed that. 100% missed that. Habari, because you technically did a pretty mean thing. Technically. But person liked you so much that they did it anyway. So it worked.
ええ。ねえねえ、CM 見た？即予約しちゃった。
Technically, yeah. It's a weird thing. Like this is by far have been the most interesting part of this whole route. As soon as Shion and Habari had that conversation, this has been far more interesting.
とても気になる。シオンですって。詳しいプロフィールは非公開らしくて、もっと彼のことが知りたいわ。
Like this idea, like the idea of if you love me, then do this for me, versus the idea of why does the way that we do things have to be like traditionally sound? Like yeah, like the aspect of like why do these ideas have to be traditionally sound versus I have a status that is far greater than me and is important for other reasons, and thereby this is important. Apparently, BuzzFeed's downfall started because plagiarism and snowballed with poor treatment of talent. Okay. Yeah, that's not surprising one bit. That is not surprising one bit.
ひばり様。つむぎ、おはよう。まゆずみさん、すごい人気ですわね。そうね。
Hmm.
ねえ、つむぎ。
はい。
私、みんなに見られてない？
ここだけの話なのですが、実はシオンがひばり様の知り合いではないかという噂が流れているのです。
え？どうして？
ほら、以前に4人揃っての公開プロポーズがありましたでしょ。その中にシオンに似た人物がいたような気がすると誰かが言い出したようで。
よくその前のことを覚えているわね。
I don't know, Habari. I feel like that at any high school ever, if four dudes, four of the most attractive people that anybody has ever seen showed up in all suits and decided that they all wanted to propose to one person at the same time, I am hard pressed to think that anybody would forget that.
それはもう衝撃的な出来事でしたから。ちなみに午前中、私に聞いてくる子もいましたわよ。もちろん適当に濁しておきましたが、学校でまゆずみさんのことを話すのは避けた方がいいかもしれませんわね。
そうね。
あら、ひばり様、放課後は空いてまして。
ええ。
内緒話のお供にぴったりの方からお誘いですわ。
It's gonna be fucking Rue, isn't it? God, fine, Mia. Fine. Fucking drink water. I knew it was Rue! God damn it! This fucking baby.
この近くで撮影をしていたらしいんですの。それで私たちにコンタクトを。
だってアメシストの復活だよ。語り合うならお姉様たちしかいないし。CM お姉様たちも見たでしょ。たった数十秒のことなのにすっごい雰囲気。
Please announce. Oh god, just the worst fucking child. The worst fucking child. He's probably like 150 years old, but like just the worst fucking child in a video game.
業界でもすごい噂になってるんだよ。みんなあらゆる。
It's a good thing Luca's in that game too, right? The actual good child. That's the actual best boy.
やはりまゆずみさんは別格ですのね。
Only 150 years old? I don't know. Maybe he's 2,000 years old.
もちろん。それでこそ僕の憧れのアメシストだよ。
Maybe he's actually Caesar. Oh god damn it. I was joking.
お姉様ってシオンさんの恋人なんです。
I was joking.
聞いてないの？
He's gonna be like Brutus or some shit, isn't he?
次第ですわ。
ちょっとつむぎ。
何どういうこと？
何しろ眉住さんはひばり様への愛を証明するためにモデルに復帰したのですから。
God damn it, Tsumugi.
じゃあシオンさんの仕事についてはお姉様を通せばいいってこと？
No, fucking kid.
違います。私だって何も知らないの。確かにきっかけは作ったけど、今後どうするかは
Why the fight
シオン
then?
さん次第だと思う。
Like, why do you think, like, oh yeah, maybe I'll go through you to get to Shion still? Like, didn't we go through this whole arc?
実はね、前に撮った写真のこともあってルーにも共演オファーが来てるんだけど、シオン今のうちにシオン人気にあやかりたかったんだけどな。
そんなに焦らなくてもルー君は今でも十分活躍しているじゃありませんか。
How'd this kid be so shitty so
そ
quickly?
れだ
You're
け
like
じゃ足り
9.
ないの。だってルーはルクレールの天使になるのが一番の夢なんだから。
Shion literally hates you because of the things that you
ちっ
did.
ちゃくて可愛いのは今だけだよ。天使になるなら今
Kusobozu?
今しか
Yeah,
ないの。
that's an understatement.
ルー君のそういうところは素直にすごいと思うわ。
ありがとう。そんなけなげなルーのためにシオンさんにもそれと
Shut the fuck up.
てくれてもいいんだよ。
God damn it.
それとこれとは話が別。
じゃあ
Why did You can totally be mad at him. He's constantly angling for his benefit. It's fucking annoying. There is never at one point can you talk to this fucking 9-year-old child and say, hey, this is like an actual honest interaction we've had between me and you. Except for that one time you fucking cried because your hero said that he didn't like you because you were doing this shit.
あれ、お嬢？何こんなとこで突っ立ってんだよ。
And then you learned nothing. Taiga, go beat some sense into this fucking kid.
シオンがいなくてそんなに寂しいか？
別にそういうわけじゃ。
だよな。シオンが
I don't know. Maybe maybe Taiga had it right the first time.
気が乗らねえことには指一本動かそうとしねえあいつが今や時の人だ。あれだけのことをしてくれるなんて女冥利に尽きるってやつだよな。どうだ、これでだいぶグラッときた感じか？
I really do like that in every route where Taiga's not the love interest, he's pretty down. He's never mad. He's just like, yeah, whatever. That guy's putting in way more work than I am.
あ？お嬢？
あなたには関係ない。
Every single time Taiga is just like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm sure this is great for you. Just gonna sit around and work, like, play with my motorcycle. Yeah, I mean, it does that really well, right? Like, you go into it, and because Taiga's like the most abrasive out of everybody, you're kind of like, oh, this guy kind of sucks. Like, he's gonna be like annoying and a real jerk, especially because he was, you know, especially early on, right? He's kind of, what did he do? He was talking about how much he likes big boobs, right? So you're just like, oh, he's superficial and kind of a jerk, but then he at the end realizes he's like, yeah, I mean, he's sometimes like that. You play through Taiga's route, I'm technically almost done, just like with Ichi's. I'm technically almost done with it. So I have the idea for Taiga's route. I just don't have the finale. I'm like, I'm 3/4 done with Ichi's route. And I am halfway through, no, like 2/3 done with Taiga's route. It's really funny because I could spend like maybe one weekend and finish this whole fucking game, but I don't because I'm lazy and I played Dota. Played Dota for like 5 hours last night. I finished my work and I was like, alright, cool, let's play Dota. And then, because I haven't played Dota in like 2 years, and then I played a game of Dota and then it ended up being like 5, which is why I don't play MOBAs.
そこはどうとでもなるよ。ほら、王子パワーみたいな。原作でもそんな感じじゃなかったっけ？
And then the rest of the weekend was me watching Romantic Killer. So, I mean, I gave up the weekend for that. That was inevitable. That was just gonna happen. I don't know if I could have done anything about that.
Oh. 久しぶりじゃねえか。こんな時間にお帰りか。
Oh my god.
最近いろいろ忙しくて、そういう大河はまた夜更かし。
ああ、ちょっとな。つかお前、腹減ってね。夜食食おうと思ってたんだ。
See, like, you know, you get to Taiga and he's like...
こんな時間に食べるのは...
He's just a dude.
そういえば、今日は忙しくて。
I think that's probably the best part about Taiga. Don't tell Naja I said any of this, by the way. If I have to admit that there's anything good about Taiga, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. And then she's gonna be like, yeah, this is why he's the best person ever.
Yashokって何を食べるの？
ちょっと待て。多分冷蔵庫の中に。お、やっぱあった。一夜の作り置き。これ温めて食おうぜ。
Me whenever I see people.
そういえば。
See, Barry, you know what the trick is? The trick is to get in on the ground level and to be the loudest. So that after everybody else catches up, you're the quiet one, but you were always there to begin with. So no one can judge your no one can say you're a bandwagoner, and no one can say that you're just following everybody else. But you also don't have to interact with people who are overpraising a game.
Ore dake nara tappa jikagui demo iiんだけどな。ま、皿に移し替えただけで勘弁してくれ。味は保証する。うまかったし。
作り置きっていうか。普通に夕食1食分だよね。
What are leftovers but like an entire meal?
まあね。あ、飯いるか?
You never come on. No, you don't cook. Say. When you make food, you just make so much that you make an extra meal later on. That's called leftovers.
おかずを少しつまみにしておくよ。
そっか。じゃ、俺がもらっとく。
Like that they actually that's a nice detail here. This is a detail from Ichi's route. At this point, like if both storylines progress at the same time, this makes complete sense.
最近ずっとお前がいないから作った料理が余っちまうんだって。Ichiyaが文句言っててさ。
There's no way that Shion is putting in that much of a difference.
でも僕、食事がいらないときは
There's no way. Like, this is the daintiest man in existence.
バカ、さしてやれよ。お前が腹すかして帰った時に食わせる分に決まってんだろ。その証拠に、最近冷蔵庫には必ず作り置きが入ってる。
I've also had to stop the rabid dog from eating them.
割と人よしだよね、彼。一応ライバルなのに。
そういうやつだろ。
うん。そうだね。
ナユタだって寂しがってるぜ。あいつお嬢がいねえときはお前の世話して時間潰してる。
Oh man. When Shion and Hibari move in together, they should fucking take Nayata with them too.
役目が一つなくなっちまったせいで暇持て余してんだろうな。おかげで俺が絡まれまくりだ。
そうなんだ。いっそのこと。ナユタに
I'm sure you could.
今のマネージャーは頭が固くて融通が効かないんだよね。
I'm sure you could.
おお、さすが芸能人ともなるといろいろ。
Taiga has to take Nayata out. Yeah, he 100% does. You have to take out Nayata to the park, otherwise he'll have too much energy. He won't go to sleep.
どうしたの急に。そんなのお姫様のご要望があったからだよ。
本当にそれだけか。
ねえ、タイガー。僕、ひばりちゃんに告白したんだ。
そうか。
What? Yeah.
君たちは悪いけど、
Interesting.
彼女の心は僕に向いていると思
う。Huh.
そうなるように時間をかけて、ゆっくり彼女の心を溶かしてきた。
I don't know if there's another route that straight just admits that before the finale part. It's interesting. It also fits the character though.
つまり、モデル復帰はそのあと一歩のためか。
うん。まあ、そういうこと。
お前、さっきお嬢がどうしてるか聞いたな。どうしてると思う？あいつ、完全に落ち込んでたぞ。テレビでお前の CM が流れるたびに泣きそうな。みんなテレビをつけなくなった。食も細くなっちまってさ。一夜がハラハラしてる。ナユタがつきまとっても。
She doesn't even She doesn't even give Nayata his daily pets. Or let him outside.
いっそ怒らせようと思って、俺がきつめにからかってみたら、本気でへこまれて焦ったよ。
タイガってそういうとこ下手だよね。
笑い事じゃねえっての。一体何考えて
She doesn't even want to play fetch with him. She doesn't. He brings the ball all the way over and she just doesn't do anything.
ねえ、タイガ。僕はね、今まで求められるまま答え、相手を満たすことを喜びとしていたんだ。だから、ひばりちゃんに対してもそうするつもりだった。だけどあの子は決して自分の願望を口にはしない。見ていてわかりやすいくらい求めてくるくせに、そう思っている自分を認めようとすらしないんだ。
ああ、お嬢ってそういうとこあるよな。
それでも時間さえかければ、きっといつかは素直に求めてくれるようになると思ってた。僕にもそれくらいの余裕はあるつもりだったし、けどそうでもなかったみたい。
なんかあったのか？
無職の僕じゃ登場家にふさわしくないって言われちゃったんだよね。
いや、でもさ、多分お嬢のことだから本気じゃなくて。
分かってるよ。
じゃあどうして？
彼女のことはちゃんと見てきたから、何が不安で何を恐れてるのかもなんとなく分かってるよ。 だけどそれを言われたとき、プツッと何かが切れたんだよね。あ、僕、この子泣かせたい。いつもみたいに黙って待つんじゃなく、もっと強くあの子に求められたくなった。僕がいなくちゃ嫌だ。僕が欲しいんだって言わせたい。
I'm telling you, as soon as we ended last week's stream, this route got so much fucking better.
そのためにはちょっと意地悪をしてでもひばりちゃんを追い詰める
Like
必要が。
now it feels like people are like working. Like now it feels like things are happening finally. Oh shit. Hey Fox, thank you for the raid. Hello friends who are probably watching. Very informative and absolutely fantastic Fox play and talk about Melty Blood. Now it is time for you to not learn a single fucking thing. Hey Monta, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. You should watch me play visual novels and be a big fucking dork.
普通はね。でも僕のために泣いてくれるなら別。
Hopefully soon, actually. I've really been itching to do another like non-Otome stream. No offense. Just more of like just to play video games online, like just for fun. But man, maybe next week? I don't know. We're still kind of winding down from All Access. So shit's still happening.
でも初めてなんだ。こんな風に自分から求めるの。どうしても逃がしたくなくて、なりふり構わず動くなんて。来い。
シオン。
ねえ、タイガー。だから今は黙って見守っててほしいんだ。
Sure, no. I am bad at fighting games. I am bad at fighting games. I can talk to people about fighting games. I think I'm pretty decent at telling people how to improve and what. Have I done an FPS stream? Yes, I have. Before, for Black Ops Cold War, before Season 3, when they fucked the whole game up and made it way more intensive for the game to be played, I was streaming Black Ops pretty much once or twice a week. Because that was fun. I was just being an asshat. Hopefully, I'm really hoping there's a possibility that the Apex upgrade to DX12 will mean that I have the ability to stream, because DX12 is far easier on OBS than DX11 is. So hopefully, when it's currently in beta, so maybe I'll play some Apex. But I suck at Apex too. The only video game I can say I'm decent at right now is Gundam Evolution. I pretty much am garbo trash at like every other video game that I play right now. Gundam Evolution has its own problems.
お前がのんびりモデルやってる隙にお嬢を奪おうとするかもしれない。
タイガーは君たちは僕の敵にはならないよ。
Oh, when did I do it? It was a while back. No. Because it pretty much during the pandemic had stopped streaming almost altogether. Because I pretty much all I did was
きっとひばりちゃんを泣かせるような真似はしない。
What did I even play during the pandemic? I don't remember. Because I certainly did play fighting games. I just played Cold War. I actually just played Call of Duty the entire time. And then I started working with Axis in September of 2020, and then I don't think I started streaming Atomes on my own until like a year after that. Right? I don't think I started streaming Atomes on my own until like late 2021. And then I had to take a break early in the year, and then I started back up in April, and since then I've only done a few Arknight streams, and I've done some learning streams for KOF. But that's it. I would... It's definitely... So... I really like... It is my next big purchase for streaming stuff, but the computer needs to be fucking upgraded. I am now like 3 generations behind on a graphics processor, and like 4 or 5 for a CPU. This computer is fucking barely struggles to play any modern video game at this point. And the last time that happened was in 2017. So now we're like 5 years from that. We're gonna be like 6 years from that. So it's about time. The problem is, that cost a fuck ton of money. So we'll see. It might have to be a piece by piece thing. I might just have to shoot for creating a computer over like 5 or 6 months, and just accept that I'm gonna have to be 5 or 6 months behind on how far I want my rig to be, basically. But then I have to I'm just gonna make an entirely new rig. Like this rig was completely made off of me coming back from school and having like little to no money, basically. So this even for that time was for that time. So I made this rig in 2017. This rig was a low tier rig at that point. Mid-tier rig at that point. And I really just wanted something, because the rig that I was playing on beforehand, I had made in 2007 with almost 2008. With almost entirely high-end parts, almost across the board, that I saved up like all of my own money, and I got my own rig, and I set it up all my own. And then I went to college, came back, and that's where it was. So it lasted me up until I went to college, and then I didn't take it with me to college. And then afterwards, when I came back, the rig was pretty outdated at that point. So then I updated the rig with basically whatever money that I had. Yeah, I don't like swapping out parts one by one. I tried that once with my old rig two rigs ago, and then I was like, this is not exactly how I like doing things, so I'm just gonna... It just gets too messy.
待ってて、すぐに朝食を出すよ。自信作なんだ。期待してて。
ありがとう。
But yeah, but if I want to make since the difference though between then and now is that in 2017 that rig was completely created for me to have fun with. Now this is a rig that I need to do work on. Not just streaming for Access, but also all of the work that I do for Access on like programs are done mostly on Adobe programs because that's the license that we have. And those are pretty intensive for my computer at this point. To the point where if I render anything in Premiere, my computer's pretty dead from anything except for browsing. No, 100%. I actually do need it. Like the current worry for me right now is not the fact that I need a new rig to do things better like streaming and stuff like that. Is actually I am more afraid that my computer is going to be out of date with whatever I'm going to do sooner than later. And I am not the type of person who does really good when there's a break in my work. I would much rather pay an extra set of money to make sure that things transition smoothly than go through that anxiety in the middle. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, no, it's 100% gonna be claimed on taxes. It's my job at this point. Like my rig being being better for my job is far more important than it being able to play video games on. Because this computer can still play all the games that I want to play. I want to be able to do my job better. Basically, the thing I want to do more than anything is be able to run Photoshop and Premiere at the same time. I want to be able to render something in Premiere and work on Photoshop without it being fucking awful. That's what I want out of my computer. Lofty goals, yeah, I know. Right? That's where I am in my life right now. It's like when I built my rig in 2017, it was like, oh, I want to play PUBG. Now it's like, I want to do 2 Adobe programs at the same time. I want 2 Adobe products out on my computer at the same time. Sounds like I need 2 PCs. You might be right. You might be right. Oh man, no, I mean you're right. You're right. Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign at the same time. You might be the strongest human being ever imaginable. Oh, Lion, that I have to have Chrome up though, because I'm constantly taking stuff off, like assets and stuff like that from servers and stuff like that. That's how I make most of the stuff that I do. So I have to have Chrome up. Yeah, exactly. Like Barry said, while having Chrome up, because I need somewhere to get assets.
この雑誌には後でシオンさんにサインしてもらう予定なんです。
ああ、バカかお前。一緒に住んでるやつのサインなんかもらってどうすんだよ。
だって芸能人に会ったらまずサインもらわなきゃ。なんかこう。
So that's my goal. I'll probably, depending on how the end of the year goes and all of that stuff. I have a bunch of stuff like. It's definitely one of those things like. I'll know in a few how.
最近家の周りに集まっている子たちもそういう感じなんだろうし。
I'll know in a few whether I can actually plan for this or not.
え？家の周り？
This is my second work computer though. I understandably killed the last. Hell yeah. Let's go. Death by.
君が学校に行っている間によく見かけるんだ。
Your computer actually offed itself. It said, nope,
そのあたりの処理はあなたに任せたはずじゃ。
No one's putting me through this much slave labor.
それが困った
Part of it's also
以前から眉住様の姿を見かけていた近所の方々の口コミなのです。
part of it is also that the unpredictability of the graphics processor market, because of things like randomly showing up like NFTs and crypto, could possibly make my rig cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000 more over the in the span of a month, is legitimately scary. Because a year and a half, 2 years ago, when GPUs were costing $1,000 for the base model, I didn't know if I was able to get a new rig. Hey, Barmore, how's it going? I didn't know if I could purchase a new rig. Like, ever. Like, if my computer, like, if I was deathly worried that if I said, oh, if my computer died, then I would be like, oh, that's it. Like, I have to go into the office every single day now. And frankly speaking, that would cost me around $100 a month to go to the office every single day. Sorry, not $100 a month, $100 a week, $400 a month to go into the office every single day. That is not including car repairs. That is strictly gas. Yeah, thankfully I have not had anything that is indicated that my computer's like on its way out or anything like that. So I know, unless something drastic happens, that my computer's going to be pretty okay for a little bit longer. But yeah, also it's computers. We're not doing the hot tub thing. Jesus, I completely forgot about that, thankfully. It's also a technical, like a time thing for me. So there's a second issue, which is that the Otome streams are fun because I get, like, I don't mind, like, wanting to play games with people, but, like, having these streams are, like, way more fun because I get to talk to y'all while I do it. Even, like, Futurama, you just sacrifice the robotic goat to take a motherboard to revive Calculon.
ひばり様
え
ずっと座ったきりぼーっとしてらっしゃるからもう皆さんお帰りですわよ
Given my curse, a goat would probably appease. Do you know what a Kyocera is? Like the old phone company? I don't know if they still make phones. Yeah, what about them? Oh, you work for them. Congratulations. Is that a recent development? About 3 weeks ago. Oh, congratulations. I hope that means more money. I hope that either means more money or a better work environment. Or both. Preferably both. But one or the other, you'll take. And I get a pension? Oh, alright, hey, look at that. That sounds great. Wonderful. That is great to hear. That is great to hear.
ずっと会えていないということは撫でられたりハグしてもらったりも寂しいですわよね。
でもそんなの勝手すぎるでしょ。元はといえば私がモデル復帰してって願ったせいなのに。
それとこれとは別ですわよ。好きな人に会えなくて寂しいのは当たり前の感情ですわ。
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll think about that sometime soon. Like I said, we're like 2 months away from the end of the year. Probably in 3 or 4 months, I'll probably be able to make a decision on whether a new rig is in my future.
ねえ、ひばり様。寂しいのなら寂しいと、いっそのことをご本人に訴えてみてはいかが。
It's definitely
はあそんな本人にってそもそも会えないのに。
I can't do that.
ミスを送ればいいじゃありませんの。きっと見てくれますわ。
Oh yeah, text messaging.
そうと決まれば善は急げですわ。さあ、ひばり様、スマホを。
あ、でも
さっきのをそのまま。
え？
寂しいの一言だけで十分ですわ。
無理。
Imagine telling somebody that you like that you miss
い
them.
いえ、私にはわかりますわ。そんな
I know, right?
まゆずみさんの反応が。ひばりちゃん、そんなに僕のことをかわいい、今すぐ抱きしめたい。燃え尽きたというものですわ。ぐいぐい押されちゃうこと間違いなしのキラーワードですわよ。
Saki Fujita's just
そんなバカな。
perfect. She's perfect. She fucking kills it.
さあ、早く送ってくださいまし。さあさあさあさあ。
ちょっと待って、紬、せめて他に誤解を招かないような一言。
えい。
Something that can be misconstrued. What?
あ、既読マークがつきましたね。もう取り消せませんわよ。
Oh, Kat. She's just the best. These two together really make this game, in my opinion. Tsumugi and Hibari are just fucking both top notch. I know! Oh my fucking god. You know what? Never mind. Don't fall in love with him. Fuck this idiot. Oh, I'm covering the text messages now. Hold on. Fuck. How do I... Alright. There you go.
しっかり燃えつぼを押されたようです。
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, I almost threw out my fucking back.
そうなの？これが？
I was gonna be the first Otome streamer ever to pull his hamstring.
そうでなければ忙しい合間を縫って帰ってくるなんて言いませんわよ。よかったじゃありませんか。これでひばり様のお気持ちをまゆずみさんに伝えられますわね。
そうなのか。紬、ありがとう。
Physically, I know, right?
お、お嬢じゃねえか。
Make a how can I make an actually physically exhausting Otome game? Congratulations on setting the first question mark, dude. How can I make an actually physically exhausting Otome game? I'm thinking about. Look, is there any way we can mash No. I mean, like, it needs to be good. No, Helba, it needs to be like within the game too. Like running in place, I can do that with any game, right? That doesn't make it a physically exhausting Otome game. That just makes it an Otome game while you're physically exhausted. Yeah, Tech, I'm talking about something like that. Like, what? How can I do like a? Yeah, we start putting like motion controls into your Otomes, right? Like you start running after them, and you do like you take both the Joy-Cons, and you have to like shake them like this as fast as you can. Anyway, we can do like a Wii Fit version of an Otome game. What's that? Is that what it's called? The Ring Fit. There you go. Do a Ring Fit version of an Otome game. There's a mobile game that did that. There you go. Oh no. Shion got kidnapped.
ただいま。
え？
ってあれ？ひかりさん？何ですか変な顔しちゃって。
別に何でも。お帰りなさい。シオンさん見なかった？今日帰ってくる予定なんだけど。
I know, right? Naruto doesn't deserve this.
そうなんですか?
It's a good thing it's him though, because he's most certainly the stupidest one out of all of them. So he's not gonna mind too much.
お昼。
お昼。そうなんですか。あれ。シオンさんちょっと遅いですね。
Does he know something?
の
No, okay, he doesn't.
大丈夫ですか?
大丈夫よ。気にしないで。
Maybe, I don't know, Tech, it kind of feels like he was supposed to, he was hiding something, but I feel like Nayatsu's character... Oh, he still looked uneasy, though. No, he knows, I think he knows a little bit.
大丈夫よ。もちろん。
I think he knows something.
Hibari さん、まだ起きていたのか。
一夜さん、どうしたの？もう寝てたんじゃ。
ちょっとね。それより君ももう寝た方がいいんじゃないかな。さすがにこの時間に帰ってくるとは思えないし。
わかってる。でも、もう少しだけ。
Hibari さん。
Hmm.
Tadaima. ごめんね。帰りが遅れて。
I'm like trying to think about whether he did this on purpose.
遅れたって。
僕も残念だったけど。でも、どうしても抜けられない急な仕事が入っちゃって。
Yeah, you could say something. This is definitely manipulating.
いっそ仕事なんか放り出して 君に会いに行っちゃおうと思わなくもなかったんだけど、多分そんなことをしても君は喜ばない。
He definitely did this shit on purpose.
諦めたんだ。
What an asshole.
いくら好きな女の子との約束のためでも仕事を放り出して
He
逃げる
definitely
よう
did
な
this
男
on
は
purpose. What a
きっと
dickhead.
君にふさわしくないでしょ。
Oh, the clever ploy put
私
together.
のことが好きなら、結婚したいと思ってるなら、今のシオンさんじゃ道場の家にはふさわしくない。
君の隣にいても恥ずかしくない僕でいるために仕事を選んだ。
ごめんなさい。
どうして謝るの？
それはだって私あなたにひどいこと。
ひどくないよ。君は正しいことを言っただけだよ。
Hmm.
だから謝ることなんてない。
This is definitely some manipulation.
前にも言ったけど、あの時ひばりちゃんに言われたこと、僕は怒ってないよ。
でも
だって実際事実だからね。だからこそ君を失望させ
I
る
know. I
いけ
know.
ないって思ったから。
シオンさん、
At this point, I'm just like,
今はまだ途中だけど、結構やりがいは感じてるんだよ。君のためだと思うと、なおさらね。多分、これからはもっと忙しくなる。君が望む以上の結果を出せそうなんだ。
I'm gonna be more successful than you hoped.
だから、
I mean,
僕、この家を出ようと思う。
oh.
実はね、昨日帰れなかったのは、海外で大きな仕事が入ることになって、その打ち合わせをしていたからなんだ。この仕事が決まったら、きっとしばらく向こうで暮らすことになると思う。思った以上に顔が売れちゃったせいで、ちょっと動きにくくなってきたしね。この家にもファンの子が来てるんだ。
Turns out my face is more profitable than I thought. No, you're being a dickhead.
マスコミの
You always knew.
ちょっとの間、日本を離れた方が迷惑もかけずに済むかなって。
待って、迷惑なんて誰も思ってない。
うん。君はきっとそう言ってくれると思ってた。だけど、僕が気になるんだ。大丈夫、心配しないで。別に二度と戻らないわけじゃないし、花婿候補を辞めるつもりもないよ。これは君に選ばれるための地位固め。だからこそ、
Oh
手を
my
抜くわけにはいか
god.
ないし、何よりも本当に
This is so fucking like. It's just like he is definitely the type of person to hear some criticism and then like go into the opposite way to such a heavy degree that like he goes, well, you can't say anything wrong about it. You can't say that I'm doing anything wrong. I'm doing exactly what you said to me to do, right?
だから応援して、見守ってて。僕が君にふさわしい男になっていくところを。
ふさわしい。
うん。君が欲しがってた社会的ステータス、ちゃんと手に入れてくるから。
シオンさん、私は。
ごめん、もうそろそろ出なきゃ。少しでも君と話せてよかった。
I know,
またしばらく会え
right?
なくなると思うけど、
He's not even doing the male wife part anymore. He's just manipulating and mansplaining.
ハグよりもっといいものあげるね。
this?
好きだよ。だからいい子で待ってて。バイバイ、ひばりちゃん。またね。
バイバイ。なんでそんなこと言わないでよ。私最低。
Jesus fuck, Shion. What the hell? Alright, I think we'll at least get to here on Friday. I wanted to consider this the bad ending, call it good on this route. God, you might be right, honestly. Cat, I totally agree with you. Oh, hold on. Before I fucking forget, give me a second.
ラビーいらっしゃい。
Hey, thank you. Another Otome game that changes some of the fucking buttons for no reason.
大丈夫。忘れないから。
Trying my best not to make the same mistake twice. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, holy shit. Like, okay, so one, this route has definitely gotten better now. This route has definitely gotten way better. Like, I think this route is far better than it was, like, 2 streams ago now. But it still took too long to get here, I think. Secondarily, I am... I guess I'll just say it now, and then if it gets fixed by next stream, fuck it, it gets fixed by next stream. I am really waiting for Shion to be wrong. Jesus fuck, dude. Yeah, it's just like, I would have liked a couple more back and forths, but there's no more time for that. So we'll see what happens. But I am really waiting for Shion to be fucking wrong at some point. We'll find out next stream. Yep. I think we'll try to finish it next stream.